Jessica, and I have missed you guys, and I'm so excited that we're back doing story time. I've already been talking about it. What are we talking about today? Trees! Like I said, I've been thinking a lot about trees and learning so many new things about trees that I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. Because one thing I love about working at this library is through the windows, I can see so many different trees. And that is a really special thing for me to get to see all the trees while I'm working. I feel like I work in a tree house, which is really cool. So I'm excited to see you guys. You know, it's been a minute, so let's try to remember our order of operations, so to speak. We're going to start with the hello song, and then we're going to read books and sing a song, read books, sing a song, and then I'm going to do a special oral story with you guys, which means there's not going to be any book. I'm just going to tell you a story. And I have some little friends to help me out. So that's going to be really exciting. And then we'll sing our goodbye song. And then you guys can go do a really cool craft in the craft room where you can make your own trees. So it's going to be a fun day. So yes, sir? You have a fish tank now? I used to have a fish tank. I love getting to watch fish. They're kind of great pets. You do? Well, let's get our bodies ready for a story. So I'm going to start with a smile. Can you guys smile with me if you feel like it? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Ooh, my hands are a little wiggly, so I'm going to clap them. Hi, hello, and clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Hi, hello, and clap your hands. Clap your hands today. Hi, friends, welcome. Oh, my arms are a little wiggly. I'm going to stretch them out. Hi, hello, and stretch up high like a tree. Stretch up high, stretch up high. Hi, hello, and stretch up high today. Now let's get our brains ready, and we're going to cross our arms, okay? Hi, hello, and cross your arms, cross your arms, cross your arms. Hi, hello, and cross your arms today. And now the big one, we're going to breathe in deep. Hi, hello, and breathe in deep. Breathe in deep. One more time, breathe in deep. Hi, hello, and breathe in deep. Breathe in deep today. That was actually 2 more times. Well, now that we're fully ready, my body feels relaxed, I'm going to start with this book, and it's called A Tree is Nice. And you can see there's something special about this book. It won an award. Do you see that? When a book has this award on it, it's called a Caldecott Medal. And that means it has really great pictures. And it won a special award. And all of our Caldecott books are actually upstairs in a special spot. So if you ever want to check out our Caldecott Awards, you would go upstairs. And there's a whole section just full of Caldecotts. And all the awards are up there. Newbery, Arkansas Diamond. It's our whole award section. So that's a good place to always look for books. A tree is nice. Trees are very nice. They fill up the sky. Can you stretch high like trees fill up the room? Oh, it looks like I'm in a forest. A forest of trees. They go beside the rivers and down the valleys. They live up on the hills. Some pictures do. Trees make the woods. They make everything beautiful. Even if you have just one tree, it is nice too. A tree is nice because it has leaves. The leaves whisper in the breeze all summer long. Can you guys be trees swaying in the breeze? Oh, that cools me off. In the fall, the leaves come down and we play in them. We walk in the leaves and roll in the leaves. We build playhouses out of the leaves. Then we pile them up with our rakes and have a bonfire. I always like to make a huge pile and then jump in it. That's one thing I liked to do. No, I wouldn't want, nope. I would not light the leaves on fire before I jumped in them. I would just jump in the leaves as they were. That's really good advice. A tree is nice because it has a trunk and limbs. We have limbs too. That's another way to say arms and legs. Those are limbs. We can climb the tree and see all over the yards. We can sit on a limb and think about things or play pirate ship up in the tree. Yeah, some people do climb trees. I was never brave enough to climb trees. I was scared of falling. It's kind of hard to figure out, is it? I feel like you need branches that are really low to the ground and really thick and sturdy. I was always a little too afraid. If it is an apple tree, we can climb it to pick the apples. I just was always a little afraid. Yeah? Yeah, because they could snap.
They could snap and I might fall over and it hurt.
I know, that's why I never did it. Cats get away from dogs by going up the tree. Birds build nests in the trees and live there. Sticks come off those trees too. We draw in the sand with sticks. A tree is nice to hang a swing in or a basket of flowers. It is a good place to lean your hoe while you rest. That's what you used to garden with, and they're taking a break. A tree is nice because it makes shade. The cows lie down in the shade when it is hot. I do love a shade tree. Yep, a cow. People have picnics there too, and the baby takes his nap in his buggy in the shade. Can we all take a little tree nap? A tree is nice for a house to be near. The shade of the tree keeps the house cool. I used to have a big tree out in my yard, but unfortunately a storm knocked it down. The tree holds off the wind and keeps the wind from blowing the roof off the house sometimes. That would be a really strong wind. A tree is nice to plant. You dig the biggest hole you can and put the little tree in. Then you pour lots of water and then the dirt. You hang the shovel back in the garage. Every day for years and years, you watch the little tree grow. You say to people, "Hey, I planted that tree." They wish they had one too, so they go home and plant one. A tree is nice. Well, that is interesting. Apple and pear trees, that is what our next poem is. It's about different kinds of fruit trees. So I'm going to let you guys each get some scarves. I think we have enough for everybody to have 2 scarves. So I'm going to put one bucket, hold on, friends. I'm going to put one bucket over here, and I'm going to put one bucket over here. Scarves are your favorite? I think we have enough for everybody to get 2. I'm going to get 2. And I'm going to ball them up in my fists like this. You guys ready? I might have to peek at my words a little bit. Okay. If you don't want a scarf, it's okay. You don't have to have any. Does everybody have the scarves they want if they want some?
I do.
You have the scarves you want? You have 3? Do you want some scarves? Oh, red, a great choice. All righty. Does anybody else raise your hand really high if you need scarves? Raise your hand really high if you need scarves. Would you like scarves, friend?
I have 1, 2.
There you go. Does anybody else need a scarf? Are we good? Okay, if we're good to go, I'm going to put the scarves over here in case anybody changes their mind. All righty. So we talked about 2 fruit trees already. Let's start with apples. So we're going to pretend we're apple trees, and these are our apples. Way up high in an apple tree, 2 red apples were smiling at me. Can you be the apple smiling? I shook that tree really hard, and down came the apples into the yard, and I ate them up. So way up high in the apple tree, 2 red apples were smiling at me. What is another fruit tree? Pear. Let's do pear. Way up high in a pear tree, 2 green pears were smiling at me. I went up to the tree and I shook it really hard. Oh, shake that tree. And down came the pears into the Yes. It's, what about cherry? Oh, is that me? I think that's me making that scratchy noise. Way up high in a cherry tree, 2 red cherries were smiling at me. The tree! Shake, 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 shake. There we go. I know, friends, because you have to be able to hear me, right?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I can't hear when your microphone's on.
Well, here we go. Technical difficulties. Yay! Let's clap it out for the sun. There we go.
The sun's here. I'm so glad the sun.
I am so glad the sun is here too. Are you guys ready for our next scarf song? You were going to call the sun Steve? Well, welcome out, Steve. All righty. So a tree has a different body than a person, right? Like I have feet. Do you guys have feet? And I have legs. And I have a tummy. And I have shoulders. And I have a head. But what do trees have instead of feet? They have roots, trunks, branches, and leaves. So do you guys know the song Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes? Well, we're going to pretend we are trees and we're going to sing it. But instead of our body parts, we have to remember to do the tree parts, okay? So we're still learning the trees, and sometimes Miss Jessica makes mistakes. So you guys are going to have to help tell me when I say something wrong, okay? So can you guys stand up if you want to and pretend to be a tree? But you can sit and watch if you want to too, okay? And I'm going to pretend these are my leaves. Roots, trunks, branches, leaves, branches, leaves. Roots, trunk, branches, leaves, branches, leaves. Yeah, that's really good. Flowers, buds that sway in the tree. Roots, trunks, branches, leaves, branches, leaves. Okay, that's really good. Let's do it again. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. No, trees don't have those, don't have those. They have roots, trunks, branches, and leaves. Those are the parts of trees, parts of trees. Did you guys catch it when I made a mistake? Yeah. You did? Okay. Let me try again, okay? Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. No, trees don't have those. They have roots and trunks and branches and leaves. Those are the parts of trees, parts of trees. Okay, I'm going to try one more time, okay? Roots, trunks, branches, leaves, branches, leaves. Roots, trunks, branches, leaves, branches, leaves. Flowers swaying in the breeze. Those are the parts of trees, parts of trees. Woo! Okay, that was really good, friends. So what are the parts of trees? Who can name one? Steve. Steve has roots. What else does Steve have? A trunk. What else does Steve have? Leaves. And one more. Branches. Oh my gosh, you guys are so smart. Kiss your brains. Mwah. Mwah. Okay. That's true. When he's sleeping, he puts his leaves away. Let us tiptoe and put our scarves back into a bucket. Can you guys do that for me, friends? You can tiptoe to put your scarves in a bucket, and I will also walk around with the bucket. Thank you guys so much. Okay. See if we can get all the scarves to fit. Can we get the scarves to fit? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no, they're falling out. I have too many. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did I get all the scarves? Almost? Thank you. Thank you. All righty. I'm going to put the scarves over here by me. All righty. I'm going to take these scarves and put them by me. Yes. We are. Well, you know what? If he's not ready to give it up yet, that's okay. He'll make it work. All righty. I have another story, but this is a story I'm telling you with just my mouth. And when I do those kinds of stories, I like to sit on the floor when I do them. So if you want to sit on the floor in kind of a circle closer to me, you can move. I'm sitting right here, and I'm going to have a tree with me. And I'm going to hold it up, so if you don't feel like getting close, you don't have to get close. But if you want to get closer, you can. You guys might need to scoot back just a little bit to make sure we have room for our friends. Just a scotch. There we go. All righty. This is a folk tale from South Africa. Do you guys remember what folk tales are? Folk tales are stories that have been told for a long, long time, usually with people's mouths, and that folk tale will travel all over the world. And every time somebody new tells it, it changes just a little bit. So some stories that we know really, really well may look a little different in different parts of the world that also tell them. This is our lion. He's going to be the king. And he has some special knowledge that our friends need. Okay? So once upon a time, there was a horrible drought. Do you guys know what a drought is? That is where it does not rain for a really, really long time. And what do plants need? They need water to grow. And so without any rain, there was no water. And so there were no plants. And what do animals need to eat? The stuff from the plants. So there was nothing for the animals to eat, and they also needed water, and there was nothing for them to drink. So the animals were really sad and really desperate. This is our king, remember? Well, one day, Eland, Tortoise, and Hare were walking along, and they found a magic tree that had magic fruit growing from it. And they knew if they could get that fruit, then they would get some water from the juiciness of the fruit, and then they would have something in their tummies for them to eat. And so they each went to the tree and they said, "Tree, tree, tree, please give us your fruit." But nothing happened. Well, then they shook the tree, but nothing happened. So they shook the tree harder, but still nothing happened. And then they remembered, oh, this is a magic tree, and we need to know its true name. And if we know that tree's name, he will give us his fruit. But we don't know his name, they said. We will go and ask the king, the lion, because he will know its true name. So we will send our fastest runner to the king, so he will give us the name. So they sent Hare, who's very fast. Can you guys be very fast? Whoosh! The hare jumped to the lion and said, "Lion, lion, we found a magic tree, but we need to know his name so we can get the fruit." And he said, "I know the tree of which you speak. Its name is Angalima." Angalima. Can you guys say that? It's actually Uangalima, excuse me. Uangalima. Uangalima. And so the hare said, "Uangalima," and rushed right back to the tree, but accidentally got caught in a thorn bush. And when the hare was trying to get out of the thorn bush, the name Uangalima popped out of her head. And so when she got back to her friends, she said, the name is, Lena? So they tried, Lena, can we have your fruit? And nothing happened. So this time they sent Eland. Eland ran so fast to the lion and said, "Lion, lion, lion, please can you tell me the name of the magic tree?" And the lion said, "Uangalima." Say it with me, Uangalima. And this time, the eland ran, but he accidentally tripped in a ditch and hurt his hoof. So he was distracted and he forgot the name. And so when he got back to the tree and his friends, he said, it is, I can't remember. So the tortoise said, "Let me go and try to remember the name." But the tortoise is very slow.
But tortoises are smart. That's what I heard.
He is very smart. So he's going very slow to the king. Very slow. It took him 2 whole days. And he got to the lion and he said, "Oh, Lion King, can you please tell me the name?" And the lion said, "Yes, tortoise. It is Uangalima." So the tortoise started back home, and all the way home he said to himself, he was going very slow and he was paying attention. He said, "Uangalima, Uangalima." He's practicing, Uangalima, Uangalima, Uangalima. So when they got to the tree, he said, "It's Uangalima." So all the animals said, "Uangalima, please may we have some fruit." And the tree shook, and down came the fruit. that helped the animals eat. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. And they were able to eat until it finally rained again. The end.
Yay!
Yay! They learned the name of the tree, the true name. Okay. I am so glad to have gotten to tell you guys a fun story. I love learning different stories. Oh, okay. Well, it is time for us to say goodbye and time for you guys to do your craft. In the craft room, I have some trees that I already cut out.
I wanna do a craft.
And you can glue it to a piece of paper. And then there's different colors of construction paper. And you're going to rip, because it's good for your finger strength, you're going to rip different small pieces and glue them to be the leaves. You are. I have green paper, but I have yellow paper, purple paper, all kinds of different papers. So you can make your tree have whatever leaves you want. And you can also give your tree a name. And maybe you don't feel like cutting paper, or tearing paper, that's okay. I also put out crayons. So remember, as with all library crafts, you can kind of do whatever you want with the supplies that I give you. I'm just giving you a suggestion. So you can make whatever you want with the supplies that I give you. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah!
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, let's say our goodbyes. Thanks for sitting. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming here today. Now that story time is over, hope you have a lovely day. Well, thank you, friends, for coming to my story time today. Thank you for handling my technical difficulties.